Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of the American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I'm in the Netherlands. Oh, Holland. No, Holland is a state. Netherlands is the whole country. Netherlands, it's Dutch. It's Dutch whiskey from the Zuidam distillery, Zuidam. And this is from the Usquebaugh Society, 6-year-old Millstone Zuidam distillery, established 1975, rye whiskey, limited release, Dutch rye whiskey, cask strength. Now, what do you expect it to be, cask strength? Wait and listen, it is 43.3%. So this was distilled on the 30th of November 2007. This was actually then matured in cask number 538, which was virgin American oak. It was specially selected by the members of the Usquebaugh Society on the 15th of March 2014. And it was bottled by the Usquebaugh Society on the 30th of May 2014. One of 221 bottles. 43.3%, 6-year-old cask strength whiskey. How did that happen? Well, it's very, very easy. The entry proof of the whiskey was 46%. So, someone once told me that the entry proof of 63.5% in the UK, Scotland, is basically due to the fact that it's 62.5% in the States. So in order to get some more stuff out of the wood, they actually go 1% higher. If you have a new virgin oak cask, you don't need to go higher. Now, why don't more people do this? Well, basically it's economics. So you get 221 bottles at 43%, 0.3% here from one cask. If you put it in at 62.5%, you might have got 300 bottles out of that at 43.3%, which is a lot more. But the question is, what does this have an effect on the taste? Now, 2.7% angel share in 6 years is almost negligible. This is whiskey base number 54827. This is still available in the Netherlands for €50, 49.99. And Millstone is the brand from the Zuidam distillery. Fred, the father, actually started this in 1975. His goal was to have exclusive spirits from the Netherlands for the Netherlands. He was doing a great job, but then his wife, Helena, came and started doing the packaging, and it took off. People were like, oh, these are beautiful whiskeys. Let's try it. And later on, their sons, Patrick, took over, and then later on, Gilbert came as well. They originally had one copper still, now they have 4. They're doing a lot of different things, not just whiskey, but they actually do have a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old rye whiskey, which I'm looking forward to. I have to find a bottle of that, and the 100 rye whiskey, which I actually have myself. So, yeah, very, very interesting. I just did a German video about this. I actually won this here as a part of a auction from the UK. So it went from Netherlands to the UK back here to Germany. It might have been a German auction as well. I don't remember. This is 100% rye. It says so. I actually like the cork. It's a tight cork. And it is a artificial cork, but it's actually a very, very nice wood. You got the timestamp on here. Everything's nice. No label on the back, so you can see the nice color here. Not bad after 6 years in a new virgin oak cask. And by the way, I love this stuff. This is so good. The nose, it just pops. It's a sweet vanilla bourbon yumminess. You've had maybe a butterscotch Werther's oder Werther's Echte. Maybe take a butterscotch caramel type of lifesaver or a candy. That Werther's Echte. Werther's Echte is what they're called in English or German. And that butterscotchy moment. This is exactly the same thing. This is so creamy, smooth vanilla rye moments that I loved it. I compared it to a German rye, blew it out of the water. I compared it here to a Sazerac rye, which is not my favorite rye in the world anyways, and it blew it out of the water. One of my favorite ryes in the world is Michter single barrel Kentucky straight rye. Absolutely beat it. This has a lot, and this actually is a lot hotter with its 42.4% than this is with its 43.3%. It's amazing what the barrel proof can do. Wild Turkey goes to much lower barrel proof. Michter's goes in a lot lower barrel proof. So I pulled out something that I think is almost, and it was still just barely able to keep up with this. This is a Jack Daniel's single barrel rye, Tennessee whiskey, which is very, very smooth, which is very, very nice, which is very, very elegant. This is still better, all right? It's much more rye forward, and that vanilla from that virgin oak really kicks in, and I love that. I mean, I don't know if you want a lot of vanilla in your rye or not, but if you do, this is it. All right, well, Jason, where can I buy it? Type in Millstone Cask 538 and you get one shop. I have no idea if they send any place else in the world but to mainland Europe, but they actually have a bottle of that. There's 221 were made in total, and that's it. I have one. I have two. So I have two. I have what, 1% of the entire outturn here. 50 euros. This stuff is fantastic. I could actually just sniff this and enjoy the nose on this for many, 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 many hours, actually. A vanilla rye moment. This is so cool. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. It's like a vanilla moment. It's like, oh, no, it's not a bourbon. Oh, it's rye. It's 100% rye. And that really kicks in towards the end there. Smooth, rich, aromatic, nice. I have no idea. Usquebaugh is, of course, a old Gaelic term for water of life. So the Usquebaugh Society, you created this, you made this, you selected this. Well done, bravo, bravo. This is going to get a B plus for me. I don't think I've ever had a rye whiskey exactly like this before. I did a super rye mega challenge. I had 24 different ryes inspired by the Scotch Test Dummies with their super bourbon challenge and so on. Of course, Pappy, Van Winkle 13 euro rye was a little bit better. I think one of the best one was this. The second one was Pikesville and so on. I've had a lot of different ryes from all over the world. This would actually contend with a lot of the best. One of the problems, of course, is the higher proof. It doesn't really have that with 43%. It makes up for it in the vanilla. I just like that a whole lot. But that's just me. That's my personal preference here. Does a rye need to have a high proof? It helps sometimes, but it doesn't always make the whiskey better, in my personal opinion. All right, so this is getting a B++, almost a A- here. This is fantastic for a rye whiskey. The question of the day is, what other whiskeys do you know from the Netherlands? Anything else from the Sudam, the Zuidam distillery? Any other distilleries out there in the Netherlands? I know some from Belgium. I know some from France. But I'm not sure if I know anything else here from the Netherlands. The Jack Daniel's. Much sweeter, the corn. This has more vanilla, 100% rye, vanilla moments, very, very soft, very, very eloquent, very, very nice. So, thank you very much for watching. This is Whiskey Jason. I love this bottle here. Giving it a B plus. Value for money is a solid C for 50 euros. Of course, a little bit cheaper would be better, but hey, single cask, 6-year-old rye here from Europe. You don't find that very often in a virgin oak cask, and I've never seen anything entered with a cask entry proof of 46. All right, please like, please subscribe, please tell others about this crazy guy over here in Europe tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. If you know of any other distilleries in the Netherlands, please write it down in the comments. Otherwise, just write down Jason. Don't know. Maybe you can write down some other distilleries from mainland Europe. Anything that's not from up in the UK. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, tell the others about this guy over here, tasting that rare and exotic whiskeys. My videos come out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. All the best Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Why Thursday? Thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.